said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The give to the single back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Allen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Rides the back on the option. The give. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hands it off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Going to try to get it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible.
Touchdown, North Carolina! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He's got an open man to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Fires to the wideout. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
We're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lowers those pads. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. Going the other way, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance.
There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll try the run, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Canes line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Makes the catch. It's Clark. On the move at the 30. He's at the touchdown, UNC. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up 4th down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And his throw is incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Oh, they're after him. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch. Down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion.
not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down.
On to kick it away.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snagged in the middle. It's Vasquez. Gets away from one, finds room. And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Gonna run it. It's Bird. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Number 19, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This time they'll go to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Handoff to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They go to the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. Oh, look out on the right. He's inside the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Gain of 1. 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense,
touchdown Tar Heels! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking for a crease. It's Burr. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think that you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Touchdown, UNC! Great job by the back on the option. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And the Canes will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to
turning it on.
Excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a